The Boy and the Heron was equal parts as crazy and dreamlike as Paprika, as wild and has as many strange characters as Alice in Wonderland, but was packaged together definitely by Hayao Miyazaki after his 10-year return to Studio Ghibli to make this film. I checked this out yesterday with Bree, and this show, it kind of took me by surprise after a beginning of it that felt a little bit like everything that we've kind of seen before. The movie really has a lot to do with a young boy who is kind of struggling after the death of his mother and a new mother in the mix in a new living situation, all while war is ravaging Japan. I wasn't expecting this movie to be quite as full as it was, and it started off kind of plain and simple. It peels itself back, and it feels so much different as it continues to go on. I was very surprised at, and the word that me and Bree both used very heavily after we were done and we were talking about it is deranged. It feels like a very deranged film, which is not a word that I would normally use to describe what Ghibli generally offers us as a theater experience. And when I say it's like Paprika, I wouldn't exactly go quite that far, but it did give me this very strange feeling. If you've ever seen that movie before, it's all about dreams and kind of this shifting between reality and dreams, and it's this Ghibli film kind of gave this weird feeling to it while still very much being a Ghibli film. I don't think it's the most perfect Ghibli film. I don't think it's my favorite Ghibli film that I've ever seen, but this is one that I highly recommend to pretty much anyone. And you may not want to watch it with kids. It does talk a lot about death and kind of the horrors of things. It's not fully surrounded about that, and after you watch it, maybe you will feel like it's okay to go see with your kids. But I was kind of glad that we didn't go with ours for this first showing, because it feels a lot more emotionally deeper than what I expected at all. So another thing about the show is that the English dubbing, which is what we watched because they didn't have the subtitled version available, actually has a pretty insane cast. The Heron is done by Robert Pattinson, which I wasn't really sure how I'd feel about that, but it was absolutely excellent voice acting. Also, we see the likes of Mark Hamill, Dave Bautista, and William Dafoe. It's got many others too, which are a great cast, but those are the really big highlights for me, and I did want to mention them in this video. If you guys do like those actors, it's going to really kind of make you very much respect their voice acting skill. I mean, we all know Mark Hamill's kind of a god at voice acting, but the rest also did just a fantastically amazing job. It was very incredible. And so, yeah, if you're looking for something really interesting to see in theaters, a very full emotional feeling of a movie, and you're a big Ghibli fan and you do like things that are kind of a little psychologically strange and take you on a very long, wild journey that just slowly melts back as time goes on and ends into a final act. I highly recommend this one. You guys should check out The Boy and the Heron. It just came out in theaters on the 8th, I think. So check it out. I'm Dre with Yokoso Otaku. If you guys like this content, hit the thumbs up. If you don't, hit the thumbs down. Subscribe for more anime news, reviews, and gaming.